Wheezing is a high-pitched whistling sound made while breathing, often associated with conditions like asthma, allergies, or respiratory infections. It can be alarming and uncomfortable, signaling that the airways are narrowed or inflamed. While many factors contribute to wheezing, recent research has highlighted the role of certain vitamins and minerals in respiratory health. In this video, we'll explore which nutrients are most linked to wheezing, how deficiencies may affect your breathing, and the safest ways to test your levels. Let's begin by understanding what wheezing is and why it matters for your overall well-being. Wheezing occurs when the airways become narrowed, making it harder for air to move in and out of the lungs. This narrowing can be caused by inflammation, mucus buildup, or muscle spasms. Common triggers include asthma, allergies, respiratory infections, and even environmental factors like pollution. However, nutritional status also plays a significant role. Deficiencies in certain vitamins and minerals can make the airways more susceptible to irritation and inflammation, increasing the risk of wheezing. Understanding these causes helps us see why nutrition is so important for respiratory health. Vitamin D is well known for its role in bone health, but it also plays a crucial part in immune function and inflammation control. Studies have shown that low levels of vitamin D are linked to an increased risk of wheezing, especially in children and people with asthma. Vitamin D helps regulate the immune response in the lungs, reducing inflammation, and supporting healthy airway function. If you're experiencing frequent wheezing, it may be worth checking your vitamin D status, as improving your levels could help reduce symptoms. Vitamin C is a powerful antioxidant that helps protect the lungs from oxidative stress and inflammation. Research suggests that people with low vitamin C intake may be more prone to respiratory symptoms, including wheezing. This vitamin supports the immune system and helps maintain the integrity of the airway lining. Consuming enough vitamin C through fruits and vegetables, or supplements if needed, can be a simple way to support respiratory health and potentially reduce the risk of wheezing. Vitamin E is another antioxidant that plays a key role in protecting lung tissue from damage. It helps neutralize free radicals and supports the immune system. Some studies have found that low vitamin E levels are associated with increased respiratory symptoms, including wheezing. Ensuring adequate vitamin E intake from sources like nuts, seeds, and vegetable oils may help maintain healthy lung function and reduce the risk of airway irritation. Magnesium is a mineral involved in hundreds of bodily processes, including muscle relaxation and inflammation control. In the context of respiratory health, magnesium helps relax the muscles around the airways, making it easier to breathe. Low magnesium levels have been linked to increased airway reactivity and wheezing, particularly in people with asthma. Foods rich in magnesium include leafy greens, nuts, seeds, and whole grains. Maintaining adequate magnesium levels can be an important step in supporting healthy breathing. Zinc is essential for a healthy immune system and plays a role in maintaining the integrity of the respiratory tract. Deficiency in zinc can weaken immune defenses, making the airways more vulnerable to infections and inflammation that can trigger wheezing. Zinc is found in foods like meat, shellfish, legumes, and seeds. Ensuring you get enough zinc can help protect your airways and reduce the likelihood of respiratory symptoms. Iron is crucial for transporting oxygen in the blood. When iron levels are low, the body's ability to deliver oxygen to tissues, including the lungs, is compromised. This can lead to shortness of breath and, in some cases, wheezing. Iron deficiency is especially common in women and children. Good sources of iron include red meat, beans, and fortified cereals. Monitoring and maintaining healthy iron levels can support better breathing and overall energy. Selenium is a trace mineral that supports antioxidant defenses in the body. It helps protect lung tissue from damage caused by oxidative stress and inflammation. Some studies suggest that low selenium levels may be linked to increased respiratory symptoms, including wheezing. Selenium is found in foods like Brazil nuts, seafood, and eggs. Including selenium-rich foods in your diet can help support lung health and reduce the risk of airway irritation. Vitamin A is essential for maintaining healthy mucous membranes in the respiratory tract. It helps keep the lining of the airways moist and resistant to infection. Deficiency in vitamin A can make the airways more susceptible to irritation and inflammation, increasing the risk of wheezing. Good sources of vitamin A include carrots, sweet potatoes, and leafy greens. Ensuring adequate intake supports the body's natural defenses against respiratory symptoms. B vitamins, including B6, B12, and folate, are important for energy production and the health of nerve and muscle tissue. While not directly linked to wheezing, deficiencies in these vitamins can contribute to fatigue and poor muscle function, which may indirectly affect breathing. Ensuring a balanced intake of B vitamins from whole grains, meats, and leafy greens supports overall respiratory health and energy levels. While not a vitamin or mineral, omega, 3 fatty acids deserve mention for their anti-inflammatory effects. Found in fatty fish, flax seeds, and walnuts, omega-3s help reduce airway inflammation and may lower the risk of wheezing in some people. Including these healthy fats in your diet can complement the benefits of vitamins and minerals for respiratory health. Testing your vitamin D levels is straightforward and can be done with a simple blood test. It's important to consult with a healthcare provider before starting any supplementation, as excessive vitamin D can be harmful. Your doctor can recommend the appropriate test and interpret the results, helping you determine if you need to adjust your intake through diet, supplements, or safe sun exposure. Vitamin C and E levels can also be measured through blood tests, though routine testing is less common unless there's a specific concern. Most people can maintain adequate levels through a balanced diet. If you suspect a deficiency, discuss testing options with your healthcare provider. They can help you decide if testing is necessary and guide you on safe ways to correct any deficiencies. Testing for magnesium and zinc levels can be more complex, as blood levels may not always reflect total body stores. Your healthcare provider may use blood, urine, or other tests to assess your status, especially if you have symptoms or risk factors for deficiency. It's important not to self-diagnose or self-treat, as excessive supplementation can cause harm. Always seek professional guidance for testing and supplementation. Iron status is typically assessed with a combination of blood tests, including hemoglobin and ferritin levels. It's important to test before starting iron supplements, as excess iron can be toxic. Your healthcare provider can interpret the results and recommend the safest way to correct any deficiencies, whether through diet or supplements. Testing for selenium and vitamin A is less common and usually reserved for specific medical concerns. Blood tests are available, but should be ordered by a healthcare provider. Both nutrients can be toxic in excess, so it's important to avoid unnecessary supplementation and to follow professional advice for testing and treatment. B vitamin levels, such as B12 and folate, can be checked with blood tests, especially if you have symptoms like fatigue or nerve issues. Your healthcare provider can help determine if testing is necessary and guide you on safe ways to address any deficiencies. Balanced nutrition is usually the best way to maintain healthy B vitamin levels. When it comes to vitamins and minerals, more is not always better. Excessive supplementation can cause toxicity and other health problems. Always consult with a healthcare provider before starting any new supplement, especially if you have underlying health conditions or take medications. They can help you determine the right dose and monitor for any side effects. Whenever possible, aim to get your vitamins and minerals from a balanced diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats. Whole foods provide a complex mix of nutrients that work together for optimal health. Supplements can be helpful in certain cases, but they should not replace a healthy diet. Your healthcare provider can help you decide when supplements are necessary. Symptoms of vitamin and mineral deficiencies can be subtle and easily overlooked. Common signs include fatigue, frequent infections, poor wound healing, muscle weakness, and, in some cases, respiratory symptoms like wheezing. If you notice persistent symptoms, it's important to seek medical advice for proper evaluation and testing. Taking too much of certain vitamins and minerals can be harmful. For example, excess vitamin A can cause liver damage, while too much iron can be toxic. Always follow recommended dosages and avoid self-prescribing high-dose supplements. Your healthcare provider can help you avoid the risks of over-supplementation and ensure you're getting the right balance for your needs. Children are especially vulnerable to vitamin and mineral deficiencies, which can impact their growth and respiratory health. Ensuring a balanced diet and regular checkups can help prevent deficiencies that may contribute to wheezing. Pediatricians can guide parents on safe supplementation and testing when needed. Older adults may also be at increased risk for vitamin and mineral deficiencies due to changes in absorption, appetite, and medication use. These deficiencies can contribute to respiratory symptoms, including wheezing. Regular monitoring and tailored nutrition plans can help maintain optimal respiratory health in older adults. Pregnancy increases the body's demand for certain vitamins and minerals, making it important to monitor nutritional status closely. Deficiencies during pregnancy can affect both mother and baby, including respiratory health. Prenatal vitamins and regular checkups help ensure adequate intake and early detection of any issues. Vegetarians and vegans may be at higher risk for certain deficiencies, such as vitamin B12, iron, and zinc, which can impact respiratory health. Careful planning and, if necessary, supplementation can help ensure adequate intake of these nutrients. Regular testing and professional guidance are especially important for those following plant-based diets. People with chronic illnesses, such as asthma or diabetes, may have increased nutrient needs or absorption issues. These conditions can also increase the risk of respiratory symptoms like wheezing. Working with healthcare providers to monitor and address nutritional status is key to managing symptoms and supporting overall health. Environmental factors like pollution, allergens, and smoking can increase the risk of wheezing and respiratory issues. Good nutrition can help strengthen the body's defenses against these external threats. Antioxidant-rich foods, in particular, can help protect lung tissue from damage caused by environmental stressors. Staying well hydrated is essential for maintaining healthy airways. Water helps keep mucus thin and easier to clear from the lungs, reducing the risk of blockages that can cause wheezing. Aim to drink enough fluids throughout the day, especially if you have respiratory symptoms or live in a dry environment. Regular physical activity supports lung function and overall health. Combined with good nutrition, exercise can help reduce inflammation and improve respiratory symptoms. Activities like walking, swimming, and yoga are especially beneficial for people with respiratory issues. Always consult your healthcare provider before starting a new exercise routine. Allergies are a common cause of wheezing, and nutritional status can influence how the body responds to allergens. Certain nutrients, like vitamin C and omega-3 fatty acids, may help reduce allergic inflammation. Maintaining a balanced diet and addressing any deficiencies can help manage allergy symptoms and support respiratory health. Asthma is a leading cause of wheezing, and nutritional support can play a role in managing symptoms. Vitamins D, C, E, and minerals like magnesium and zinc have all been linked to improved asthma control. Working with your healthcare provider to optimize your nutrition can be an important part of your asthma management plan. Respiratory infections can trigger wheezing, especially in people with underlying health conditions. Good nutrition supports the immune system and helps the body fight off infections more effectively. Vitamins A, C, D, and zinc are particularly important for immune defense and recovery from respiratory illnesses. Smoking damages the lungs and depletes important vitamins and minerals, increasing the risk of wheezing and other respiratory symptoms. Smokers may need higher intakes of antioxidants like vitamin C to counteract the effects of tobacco smoke. Quitting smoking and improving nutrition are both critical for lung health. Some medications can interfere with the absorption or metabolism of vitamins and minerals, potentially leading to deficiencies that affect respiratory health. If you take regular medications, discuss possible interactions with your healthcare provider and consider regular testing to monitor your nutrient status. Genetic factors can influence how your body absorbs and uses vitamins and minerals. Some people may have higher or lower requirements for certain nutrients, which can impact respiratory health. Genetic testing and personalized nutrition plans are becoming more common and can help optimize your nutrient intake for better breathing. If you experience persistent or severe wheezing, shortness of breath, or chest pain, it's important to seek medical attention promptly. These symptoms can indicate serious underlying conditions that require professional evaluation and treatment. Don't rely solely on nutrition or supplements to manage severe respiratory symptoms. To recap, several vitamins and minerals are closely linked to respiratory health and the risk of wheezing. Vitamin D, C, E, A, magnesium, zinc, iron, and selenium all play important roles in supporting lung function and immune defense. Maintaining a balanced diet and working with your healthcare provider to monitor and address any deficiencies can help keep your airways healthy. Safe testing for vitamin and mineral levels involves working with a qualified healthcare provider. They can recommend the right tests based on your symptoms, medical history, and risk factors. Avoid self-testing kits or unverified online sources, as results may not be accurate or reliable. Professional guidance ensures safe and effective management of your nutritional status. Regular checkups with your healthcare provider are essential for maintaining optimal health. These visits provide an opportunity to discuss any symptoms, review your nutritional status, and make adjustments to your diet or supplements as needed. Preventive care helps catch deficiencies early and supports long-term respiratory health. Everyone's nutritional needs are different, depending on age, lifestyle, health status, and genetics. Personalizing your nutrition plan with the help of a healthcare provider or registered dietitian can help you meet your unique needs and support your respiratory health. Tailored advice ensures you get the right nutrients in the right amounts. Keeping track of your symptoms, dietary habits, and test results can help you and your healthcare provider monitor your progress. Journaling or using health apps can make it easier to spot patterns and make informed decisions about your nutrition and respiratory health. Consistent tracking supports better outcomes. Medical knowledge about nutrition and respiratory health is always evolving. Stay informed by following reputable sources, attending checkups, and asking questions during your healthcare visits. Being proactive about your health empowers you to make the best choices for your well-being. In summary, vitamins and minerals play a significant role in respiratory health and the risk of wheezing. Testing and supplementation should always be done safely and under professional guidance. A balanced diet, regular checkups, and personalized nutrition plans are the best ways to support your breathing and overall well-being. Remember, your health is a lifelong journey, and small steps can make a big difference. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of the links between vitamins, minerals, and wheezing. By understanding which nutrients are most important and how to test safely, you can take proactive steps to support your respiratory health. Always work with your healthcare provider for the best results. And remember that good nutrition is a foundation for lifelong wellness.